We'll start, though, with this Citi downgrade, guys, of Facebook and Alphabet. They go to neutral. At this point, they say, given some of the tough comps that large-cap internet names are going to face, they say we're not recommending any in that space, Jim, except for Roku. And we should probably point out that it's not the only downgrade today. Barclays is cutting Oracle. Atlantic cuts Intel. What's going on?
There is just, it's kind of like a cyber attack on the NASDAQ. It really is amazing. Now, when I read through the Citi downgrade, it's thin gruel, frankly, talking about how the ad revenue basically plateauing. That is just not true. It's just not. I mean, that is a vision of what might happen, but I think what's really happened is that there's a revulsion against FANG again, and David Kostin did the same thing. Just talked about how these stocks just represent too much of the S&P. Kind of interesting to see, again, Intel. The Atlantic piece is very good. It says AMD's killing them, but Intel continues to persist in saying that they're doing well. The Oracle, the stock is up so much bigger versus the earnings. So, I mean, David, we're seeing everybody cut their price targets on the Twilios, the DraftKings, anything that's high multiple. People are calling for basic multiple compression when it comes to the NASDAQ, but not when it comes to the oils, not when it comes to the coppers, not when it comes to lumber or to the big conglomerates.
No, or to the financials.
The financials
as well, which have performed well, and we are seeing this diversion in the market, and that's reflected today. At least a half hour from now, we'll get started with trading, Jim, but it does appear the NASDAQ will be down. Where the broader market, embraced by the S&P, is going to be up. That has been the case lately. That has been the case this year. You and I have sat here a number of times recently at the beginning of the show, talked about value versus growth, and we're seeing it again.
But Nucor, which I think is a great company, is getting less valuable as it goes up, just in terms of the multiple.
Right.
And then Freeport is being driven. There's just what people don't understand. There's these ETFs. They've carved up every ETF. So the ETF gets bought, and then the stocks follow. And Carl, one of the things that is just kind of insane.
Look at Freeport. I mean, we had Richard Ackerson on last week. Of course, he is one happy fella.
Well, good.
He's the most happy fella.
He was like offering stock of it. I like that. Fiora LaGuardia. One of the things, Carl, is that there's retails now in these stocks, and they're just frantically chasing them. Now, some of these companies are putting through price increases by the week. I mean, I know the steels can do that. Copper, obviously lumber's manipulated at this point, and you just don't have enough sawmills. But there is, throughout this period, a desire to get away from the NASDAQ. And I think that that's really the most salient thing that I see right now, Carl.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.